for and also the network has to be highly reliable. Okay, that's a very important vision that required in the 5G. Means that we need a capacity. You think everything is connected, talking about 29 billions of the connected devices. Capacity means, according to Shannon law, you need to have more bandwidth. If you see here, the bandwidth below 6 GHz, 2G, 3G, 4G, all below 6 GHz. Not enough bandwidth to cater for the band that you are looking at. Okay, and that's why they are looking into millimeter wave band. In WRC 15 last year, they are looking into zooming further before they say above 6 GHz. But WRC 15 November last year, they're looking into zoom into 24 to 86. These are the potential band to be used in the 5G, which will be decided in WRC 19 later. And one of the very potential band they are looking at 28 and 38. Most like FCC in US and few other countries, they are looking on that. And those are the potential band that will be for initial stage of implementation for the above 6 GHz will be 28 and 38. That's maybe a potential band. And if you're looking into that, you need to go to this band. And besides that, we need to have a good signal to noise ratio, which means you must be always close to the base station. So one of the things in the requirement 5G, the cell will be small. They are looking into 200 meters. And the beam from the cell will be a steerable beam, will be additively improved the user. So that can provide a good signal to noise ratio and so on. Okay? And besides that, massive MIMO is a must. You're looking into LTE, talking about 4x4 base station. MIMO means multiple input and multiple output. LTE, to get 1 gigabit of data rate, you need to 8x8. And of course, you need spectrum of 100 MHz. That's why in LTE they have carrier aggregation. Below 6 GHz, you cannot get one single spectrum with that. That's why they can have to aggregate 900, 1800, 2 gig and so on, and 2.6 and so on. But when you're looking into provide higher, then there is no more spectrum, then you have to go to the millimeter wave. The advantage of that, the antenna size to be smaller. You need an array for that. So this why. So with this, we are focusing on this band to look into for future application in the 5G. So I think with that, we have this collaboration with Ericsson. We have respond to identify the research area that we will be looking at. Second, we are talking about the 5G research lab, and we also talking about the the learning experience, the training center. For that we can use it for 5G and also 2G, 3G and 4G learning center for that. So these are the areas that we are looking at on propagation study, which mainly involve the spectrum. We are talking about in 28 and 38 GHz. Antenna study, we're talking about the antenna having the beam steering and so on. And sustainable and safety study, that means it's more related to the radiation, EMF. 2G, 3G, 4G, there are many base stations surrounding us. So when you're talking about 5G, one of the features is a small cell. There will be more base stations. So we will be looking into what will the effect of this, the EMF, the radiation. And the second phase, maybe we're looking into wireless communication network and security. To look into a bit more detail, these are the areas that we are looking at. For example, we are looking into the characterizing the band, 28 and 38, both narrow band and also wide band. We are talking about 100 megahertz of bandwidth. Then you are very important to characterize, to sound the channel. So the equipment you see in the 5G IC can sound the channel and do those measurements. And other thing that we are very important for the local here is the rain attenuation. As you know that tropical region like Malaysia, in millimeter wave band, especially 28, 38, will very effective because the raindrop size is small, bigger, and then your wavelength is small, it can be scattered. That's why in some satellite reception antennas, broadcasters, like when you have a rain, you have problem. So what happens when you implement this 5G here using the millimeter band. So these are the things that we are looking at. Antenna, as I mentioned to you, are looking into massive point-mount phase array, and we are looking into sustainability on the effect of the electromagnetic to human from the base station as well. So those are the areas at the moment, and the second phase we are looking to